Hi guys, I'm Jordan from Freedom Physiotherapy. Today, I've decided to talk to you about nutrition and diets and lifestyle changes. So you probably landed on this page because you're looking for the fastest way to lose weight and maintain that. So a lot of people will search, what's the best diet for me in order to lose weight fast? And a lot of people ask me that all day. A lot of my patients, what's the best diet I can go on in order to lose weight and get some abs and blah, blah, blah. It's not the best way to go about it going on a diet. So it's important we recognise that. So diets usually, like, you got Jenny Craig, you got Weight Watchers, you got OptiFast Nutrition, you got Isogenics, you got the Atkins diet. There's so many different diets, and what is in common with all of them is they're quite radical and something that we can't maintain. So people, I'm going to go on the Atkins diet now, and they don't eat any carbohydrates, and then within 6 months, because it's so unrealistic, they drop the diet and all the weight that they've lost they put back on plus some more. So it's just crazy, the statistics. So it's important that we don't want to go on the diet, because the diet is suggesting that we're going to go back to our old ways. So we want to have the lifestyle change. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So we'll talk about firstly carbohydrates. There's this skepticism out there in society that carbohydrates are really bad for you and they cause you to put on weight and all this sort of stuff. So it's important that we recognise that carbs are not the enemy. We actually use carbs a lot throughout the day to maintain our energy, our performance, and our quality, our attention time, and they help us sleep better. So it's important we don't go, I'm going to cut carbs, because that's not realistic. So what you need to do is just stop eating pasta every single night and white rice for lunch. So obviously high GI carbs you're going to use quite quickly. So you want to go for things like potato, sweet potato, brown rice, quinoa, all that sort of stuff. So carbs are not the enemy. It's important to have lots of carbs for breakfast and lots of carbs for lunch, so you can go to the gym and you have energy to be able to do stuff in your life. Secondly, protein. People go, I'm just going to smash the protein. So they get protein shakes, protein powder, they get caffeine tablets, they go on all those sort of supplements that is such a big thing in the market of today. And if you're having a balanced diet and getting, a piece of red meat a day or your tuna or something like that, that's plenty of protein. It's like you're going to the gym 6 times a day. So you don't need that protein, and it just stores up in your body, makes you constipated, your farts smell more, your breath stinks. So eating too much protein is bad as well. It's all about balance and something that you can maintain. And buying lots of protein is also very expensive as well. So the last one left is sugar. Sugar is by far the number one, that is the killer. So sugar is 8 times more addictive than cocaine. You will literally have withdrawal effects when you come off it. You'll get headaches, you'll be cranky, all that sort of stuff, because it's a drug in essence. So it's very addictive. Now, even like people like me will be like, I'm cutting sugar, I'm not having it anymore. That's not realistic either. Sugar is in so many things, it's so hard to cut it. The key is to modify it so you're not having as much. It's still important to have sugar every now and then. If you starve yourself and just go, I'm not having any sugar, I'm not having any carbohydrates, your body's going to think you're in a famine and it's going to store fat because it doesn't know when your next meal is going to be. So it's important to keep it fresh and change it up. So eat healthy throughout the week, have carbohydrates, have your protein, and then once a week have some sugar as well, just to rejig the memory that you're not starving and you can afford to burn fat. Another misconception in society or skepticism is that fats are really bad. So about 10 years ago, low-fat diets came in as a massive fad, and everyone just put sugar in the low-fat food to make it taste good. So low-fat foods aren't necessarily good for you, and there's lots of good fats out there in like almonds and oils that can really help with your diet. So it's important that you still have fats as well. So basically, like an example of a diet would be an example of a lifestyle change would be, say, for breakfast you're getting lots of fibre and carbohydrates. So say for example Wheat Bix or some rolled oats, and you just heat that up in the microwave. That gives you plenty of energy throughout the day, and you don't feel like you're having to eat lettuce leaves either. For morning tea, you can crack open a tuna can, a little bit of protein, no sugar. For lunch you can have some carbohydrates again, so some sweet potato mash, a bit of protein, a bit of meat, and some vegetables. Whack the salt on there to make it taste a bit better. And then for dinner, you don't have to have this, I'm just going to have lettuce and go to sleep. You can have like a stir fry, you can have Indian, things like that. You just have to watch out for the sauces and the processed stuff. The key is to stay out of the aisles in the shopping centre and just go around the outside. And that way, you're not starving yourself, you're not having this really food that tastes really bad, and that way you can maintain it. And then on the weekend when you go out with friends, you don't be like, oh, I'm not having that because I'm on a diet. You can still have stuff and cheat every now and then, and that rejigs the brain, thinks you're not starving itself, and will help you burn fat more as well. If you follow those guidelines, I guarantee not only will you be able to maintain it, the weight will definitely drop off you. So if you have any more questions about that, and that was a very big overview there. If we can go in more detail. If you message me in the link below or go on my website and just contact me, and I'm happy to do a program specifically for you. All right, thanks guys.